nine,
8,
7,
6, 5, 4,
3,
2, 1.
Hey, how are ya?
Guys, just tucking myself in here, getting ready for tonight. How are you?
Hey, good. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Ladies Discourse. Serena Alonzi can't join us today because she's moving house and she has no internet. So we've got some other really cool people and ladies to join us. And how are you, Hexican Lindsay?
I am so good. Thank you for asking. I'm really excited for all the things we're going to talk about tonight. Thank you so much for having me on.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. It's certainly going to be an action-packed show. We've got the lovely Bobby H from Quattro Cinco News on today, and also a hex psychic, so you can predict the future. And hey, everyone in chat, nice to see you all. Wild SJ, your excellence.
Hello.
Hex 19. Everyone, thank you so much. Let's bring a few more Hexicans on.
Let's bring on the lady.
How are you, Jack? Can you hear us, Jack? Where are you? Oh, Jack's gone offline. Hey, how are you?
Hey, ladies, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for coming today.
Excited to be here. It's always a good time with the ladies on a Friday night.
What's been happening?
Oh, you guys know I stay busy. I'm full-time on this golf tournament. Things are going well. We got some big announcements coming. I'm excited to share and to get into it.
Awesome. That is so cool. And you are a very busy lady. So thank you so much for coming on today. And we will be chatting about the golf tournament and what's happening in Vegas, because you are the woman, the go-to girl of PulseCon. So we will get all that info today. Now I've got a few more people. Let's bring on a few more. Hey, Georgia. Hey, Expensive Taste. How you going?
What's up?
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday or Saturday for some of you.
What's been happening in your world, ladies?
Just gearing up for PulseCon. Super excited for all the events and golf, and got my shirt. That's what I'm here to talk about.
Oh, love that shirt. Give us a stand up and let us have a good look. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's so nice. Me too. I'm getting ready for Pulse. I'm looking at clothing, guys. That's a big thing that we need to think about. There's so many events going on. We have a golf tournaments. We have parties. We have a lot of things going on. So we have to talk about the clothing.
We do exactly. Hey, Redbird, how you going?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Hey, you look super cool. What's happening over there? It looks nice and warm.
It's just a little bit warm. Yeah. We're having summer. I can tell by the parka you're not.
No. It's freezing. It's sunny, but freezing. And where's your pets today, Redbird? Where's the pets? Your big
Where's
pets?
the what?
The deer. They come around.
And, no. I've got, we've got deer at the place I'm hanging my hat right now too. So I come to you from location. It's not really vacation because I'm working remote, but it's location. So I got the turkeys instead of the moose, and still plenty of deer. Lots and lots of deer. I have a couple of other Hexicans here in the wild. Mom and Dad are here passing me oyster shooters.
Awesome. Yeah,
I've relocated my location from my sister's place, also Hexicans, to the folks. So I'm back here for now.
We love you, Hex 19.
Love you, Hex 19.
And wife too.
My mom. And we've got a special guest today, ladies, and we've got some others waiting in chat too. But I've been waiting a long time to meet this lady. She does Quattro Cinco News, which if you've ever watched it, it's a really clever little show. And so we're going to bring on Bobby. Hey, Bobby Hayes, thanks for joining us today.
Howdy, how are y'all?
Hey, Bobby.
Good.
So good to finally meet y'all.
Yeah, so
Likewise.
nice to meet you. It's been a while. I know we tried to get you on a bit earlier, but you've had a few things happen. So, sorry to hear about those things, but I'm so glad you could join us today and great to meet you. I was got to say, I love your Quattro Cinco news. Ever since
Thank you.
it's come out, where did you get the idea from?
Really the idea came about because we obviously want to spread the news of the community. We want to get it out there and we want it to be in a bite-sized amount. And sometimes that's what people can see in 5 minutes throughout the week. And if that's what we can get on board, absolutely, why not? So that's where we started, and that's where we continue to hope to grow the community.
That is great. And you have a sidekick as well on your show too. And what's his name?
His name's Blex, one of my really good friends. He and I have been friends for 10 plus years. And he's the one that really inspired me to get into this community after we spoke about, what I want to do with my life. And then it kind of collided into this, well, why don't we make it into Hex and grow it and also grow your own vision? So let's do it.
That's fantastic. And you're doing an absolutely superb job. It just looks so professional and it's actually humorous. I just love the way you present it. It's so professional. Do you do it from home or do you have a studio?
Semi have a studio, so it's in the house, but we obviously have a green screen. Blex is incredible at editing. He's really taught me a lot within the space as well, and appreciative of it. I mean, it's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's great to have that professionalism around it. I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
I have a question for Bobby.
Please.
Hi, Bobby. I'm Georgia.
Hi.
Question. Do you have a background in broadcast? And what would you tell to other people who also want to do something like what you're doing? So inspire new broadcasters.
Perfect. Well, initially, actually, I'm a big sports fan. I initially wanted to go into telecommunications and film, and that's where I was at the University of Alabama. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do sports broadcasting. I wanted to be the next Aaron Andrews, and then deviated. And so it was always kind of lingering. It was always kind of there. And so this was the perfect space for it to emerge. And here we are. And what I would say to someone who is trying to get into this space, just lean into it. I mean, you never know what can happen. It's like, I still get in front of the camera, even though I'm doing it in front of the camera by myself sometimes. I still sit there and have to pep myself down and just take a deep breath and, we can do it. Just do it. Take a chance.
Fantastic. That's very encouraging and inspiring. Now we have got a lot on this show today. So we have got a young gentleman that we wanted to bring on. He's the biggest bastard in Hex. Hey, you Hex bastard.
Great introduction. Hey, ladies. Nice to meet you all. Man, you guys are so energetic and like happy. It's so refreshing. Everyone's depressed at the moment, aren't they, with the price being down and stuff.
That's great. We got
the energy's great. Like, honestly, keep it up. It's excellent.
This is amazing.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Hexy Bastard. I know it's 1 a.m. over there in your world, so thank you so much for staying late. I know you've got a couple of messages for us today, and what's been happening with you? I know you do your streaming and you do a few other things in the community. You've been around for a while. What's been happening?
Well, I've been quietly building stuff. So I've been doing all my streams and everything as normal, and then I've just gone off and quietly built some stuff. So I am launching a coin called PP, which is short for Poor Pleb, and it's just basically a meme coin joke. And we're doing this to kind of like Trojan horse some adoption over to PulseChain. So this is going to be launching on Ethereum, and it basically is just a joke, but we've got a fun narrative. It's all about the little guy, and we're basically going to be only airdropping this to little people. So whales will get absolutely nothing. And it's just an interesting experiment to see what will happen with a coin that's distributed in this way. As we know, we've all had airdrops in the past, and they're very often scaled up towards the big guy. And then when they start doing well, the big guy just dumps it down, and because they don't care about the asset. We're doing this very differently. We're giving people an opportunity who like the idea and like the brand to get in early on the ground floor via a sacrifice phase, which is kind of silly in itself, doing a sacrifice for a meme coin. But we're letting people get in who believe in the brand and the desire that we've got to basically cement an early position, because we only want good whales in here. But the coin is going out for free to holders. And this is the thing, this is the kicker, is we're not giving it just to Pulse Chain Hex people. We're actually giving this to Shiba Inu, Floki, Cult DAO, Baby Doge. God, there's many. There's Cum Rocket, that's another one. Just all the like top meme coins. Any of the small guys who had less than $1,000 worth of their coin on the date of snapshot, which was a couple of weeks ago, will be eligible to make a free claim, and they will get a free big PP.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait to get my free big PP.
So this is the first time that we're going to demonstrate penis envy on the blockchain, essentially. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see the whales have to buy a big PP. They ain't gonna get a big PP. They have to pay for the big PP. So,
I can't wait till the price goes up to the right, to the left.
I do hope that is what happens, but you know, it's just one of them. Like, no one's ever distributed a coin in this way before, so it is going to be interesting to see how that happens. You know, do the free guys just dump it, or do they buy more? Do the whales FOMO it because they know they're missing out on something? Yeah, it's just an interesting experiment. So yeah, it's poorpleb.win is the website if anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, appreciate all that.
Awesome. And can we go to your Twitter, Mr. Bastard, and see all the links to your channels and Telegram, things like that?
Yeah, it's just at HexiBastard on Twitter. Yeah, at HexiBastard everywhere. You can find me all over the place.
Awesome. And are you still doing your show on YouTube? You still?
Yeah. I'm still doing it. We're still doing Hex content, Richard Hart content. I basically just draw dicks on charts. That's kind of been my whole thing all the way through. I'm just trying to make light of the whole crypto situation. I'm just a pleb, really. I don't have any special knowledge, but I try and make people laugh and you know, we have a good time. I'm heavily involved with the Hex UK community. We're doing all the Lamborghini races and meetups and things like this. It's pretty cool, man.
I've seen that. Hexican Girl as well. You guys have been going crazy over there. Is that all in the UK?
Yeah. The UK crowd's massive, man. I think there's like nearly 1,000 people in our Telegram right now. And even though it's quiet at the moment because it's a bear market, there's still people in there chatting all day, every day. And yeah, we got a wicked crowd over here. We're all a little bit more laid back.
Didn't one of the drivers get injured today or something?
Oh yeah, he did actually. Yeah. So shout out to Warren. Yeah, he's all good. So like he had a bad crash doing warm-ups and stuff like that, and he ended up having to go to hospital. So one of the Lambos out of the two is wrecked at the moment, unfortunately, guys.
Oh no! And how's he? Is he in a stable condition?
He's okay. He's going to be fine, but yeah, he's probably going to be in hospital for a little while. Apparently, he like punctured a lung, or yeah, just some bad stuff. But you know, I've seen a little video of the build up to it, but you don't see the actual end of where it happens, but it just looks like maybe one of his tires pops and he just goes like flying into a group of cars, and you know. But so yeah, I hope they're doing all good, and you know, there is another car going out tomorrow and through the weekend. They've got two teams basically, so they're still going to go out and race. But yeah, obviously all our thoughts are with Warren, and hope he makes a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Good thoughts to him for sure. You know, please, whoever's in the community or around him, send him, you know, love from all of us, obviously, and wishing him wellness and a speedy recovery.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we've got someone coming on the show. He's actually a psychic, so this might be a little bit interesting. So I'm going to bring him up now. His connection's a little bit poor, so hopefully it'll last. Hey, Will, thanks for joining us today. What's happening?
Not too much, and you?
What's up?
Yeah, you know, just been flat out busy, but looking forward to PulseCon. What's going on?
Question is, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Okay, still good?
Yeah, good.
Oh, we go back a bit.
And I saw Kaylee. Say hello to Kaylee for us as well. Now, Will, can you hear me? We can't
He's muted
hear
himself. He's muted himself.
Oh, you're muted, Will. You're muted.
Oh, there we go. It was on mute. Thank you.
So, Will, can you tell us, the story you told me about Hex, and we've had you on the show before. For the people that don't know, can you tell us about how you came across Hex and your vision?
Sure. So I'm a psychic medium, psychic healer. I could talk about how I got into that. Then I can talk about my most top 10 spiritual experiences. And then I have a little bonus that I got this week for Hex. So, oh yeah, before I start, I just wanted to say a couple things that stuck with me over the years. So the first one is I remember a psychic talking about shifting realities and that we all shift realities. We don't know we're shifting because the subtle differences are really small. And also there was years ago, I seen this man who meditated and he could find any alternate reality version of himself that he wanted. Stuff like he wanted to play the piano, so he meditated. All of a sudden, he's a master pianist. He wanted to write a best-selling author book, so he did, and this is at 70 years old. He did a few other things like that. This kind of stuff stuck with me.
Yeah, nice. And what about the Hex journey? I remember you having a vision. How did you come across Hex, Will?
So I'll start with the top 10 because Hex is part of that. The only other thing I'd like to say is at nighttime, we don't know it, but we leave our bodies, our soul, we're spiritual beings. So we travel every night and we're not really able to remember fully. So that's all I wanted to say before I started. So the top 10, it starts out with Kaylee's iPad. She was locked out years ago out of her iPad. I was experiencing a lot of spiritual stuff, but I was pretty much blind to it.
Okay.
The one day, Kaylee locked herself out of an iPad, and she asked me what the code was. I didn't know, but then a 4-digit code flashed in my head, and it was the right code. The next day came along. She had her cousins over, so they asked me, "Dad, what's Gianna's passcode?" If you're so smart, yeah. So then the 4-digit code popped up, and it was right again.
Wow, cool.
So that's when I started to accept the fact of what was going on. So even before that, let me explain how I was gifted. I wasn't always gifted. 15 years ago, I had, sorry if I'm a little nervous.
You're right.
15 years ago, I had a tumor and bone infection. I had multiple surgeries. After the second surgery, Christmas Eve came. I was laying in bed thinking of my son's paintball gun that we had bought him.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I had a pain in the back of my head, which brought me back to consciousness, but I was paralyzed. I couldn't move. The pain started to get so intense that I popped out of my body. I was standing at the end of my bed. I could see my ex in the bed with myself, and I could see a spiritual orb in the back of my head. It was translucent edges with a dark center. Yeah. Anyways, last time I talked about that, I left a little bit out. At the time, I was hardcore into golfing. My shoulder and elbow hurt like extremely. I'd wake up a few times a night every time I'd roll over. Anyways, when I came to from the orb experience, I had, the only way I could describe it is if I had molten lava on my joints, on my shoulder and elbow.
Yeah.
It was really intense. So anyways, the next day came around, I was doing dishes. I could never scratch my back without wincing. I was washing the dishes, scratched my back, there was no pain. 2 weeks later, I had scheduled to go back into London University Hospital to just get double checked. The first thing he did was he asked me if I was seeing anybody else. I said no. And then he asked me if I was taking any kind of supplements. I said no. I said, why? He says, well, not only are you better, but the bone I removed has fully grown back in, which I was pretty amazed at that. But this is when the translucent flashes started.
Your bone grew back in. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like literally it grew back in. And the doctors couldn't believe it. But I told him what happened with the orb, and it didn't surprise him. I'm figuring he's pretty spiritual. And so, yeah, that's how I became gifted.
You were very lucky to have a doctor that that was open to that. Very fortunate.
No,
That didn't
he was
convince
real
him.
good.
Definitely supported on what, I mean, honestly, whatever you're experiencing, like, you've been supported on that journey, and it's recognizable.
Yeah, that was Dr. Armstrong who did the surgery, so props off to him. So I guess number 2 on the top 10, it's not really a top 10, it's just 10 that are close to my heart. So the second one would be Sarah Phelps. She's a famous artist in Toronto, and I reconnected with her about a few years back. It's been about 20 years since I seen her. Realized how good her life was getting. She was telling me about hers. I was telling her about my life, and I was telling her about the energy that I could produce, along with this other spiritual stuff. And she opened my eyes up to Reiki. I didn't know what Reiki was at the time, but it perfectly fit with the energy that I was able to produce. So, well, to be clear, at the time, like Kaylee's mom and I broke up a few years back. And I had a part-time job, which I enjoyed. It was making tables, live edge tables, but the money wasn't there. So I was left with a choice. It was either get another job, full-time job, so I could get an apartment, or do what any good hippie does. And I moved into my car. So I had my sister for showers and clean clothes, and that's all I needed. But anyways, I was telling her about that and my financial situation. So she offered to pay me for Reiki because she's used professional Reiki people in the past.
You're cutting out a bit, Will. You're cutting out a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
So I ended up doing Reiki for her. I told her I was gonna put a bubble of energy over her dome. So I did that.
Can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Will.
Do you maybe have your finger over the microphone?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Was it?
You have to hold it like that.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're
Yeah.
just putting your thumb over the microphone there, I think.
Sorry about that. So anyways, I gave her Reiki. I messaged her after it was done and asked her how it was. She was real emotional. Took her 20 minutes to text back. She said that she's never had Reiki that strong from anybody before. So she did it again, another Reiki session. This time, I didn't tell her I was going to do the bubble. I just envisioned fog, as if there was fog of energy coming in, which she picked up on that 100% afterwards. So that was pretty special too.
Awesome.
So the next one.
Sorry to interrupt you, Will. Can I ask, just because we've only got like a 2-hour show, can you sort of like where does Hex and Pulse fit into this like kind of 10 points?
Yeah, I'll go through this quick. So in the end, she wanted me to start a business doing this, which I didn't feel comfortable doing, taking money. So I declined. At the same time, now I'm living inside a shop, the workshop. It's a little cold.
Will?
Mate, this guy's having
sorry about that.
There he is.
Hey, so I'm sorry. I'm not usually on this phone, and it's a little buggy. So anyways, I made a deal with the universe. If the universe could give me financial freedom, I would heal for free. And that's pretty much how Sarah went down. Now, when I was talking about the man that could meditate to connect with alternate realities, I thought, why not do the same thing and connect with Wealthy William? So I did connect, and then 3 weeks after that is when I had the hex vision.
Wow.
So the hex vision. I'm just coming into the backyard here because
You
should get
have
better
you
signal.
have us you have all of us on the edge of our seat, Will. We're like dun dun dun.
So I'm in the backyard here at Kaylee's. This is where the hex vision happened. Amy's mom had let me come over to spend a little time with the animals and the kids. So I had so much gratitude. I did a little gratitude prayer. I came back here, got into a meditative state. And then all of a sudden I had the translucent flash. It was a bucket. It was translucent. My mind's eye went inside the bucket. There was an explosion of letters, explosion. And then when my mind's eye went down into the bottom, there was hex.
Wow.
As soon as I came to, I went right to the computer. I typed it in. As soon as I seen the logo, it's identical to the way that my mind's eye went into the bucket with the way the logo's designed.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the vision of hex.
That's amazing, Will. That's amazing. So are you doing your free healing now? Now that you've made the deal with the universe, are you doing your free healing now?
I am. I started about 4 months ago, and that's the second one on the list after that, but I don't even have to go through them all. That one is with, I made the deal. I'm still not financially free. I still have to go to work every day, and it's a tough go, but all the seeds are planted. So I figured I'd better come through with my end of the agreement. So I didn't know how to go about it. And then the thought come to me, well, there's probably other psychic healers that could use a healing themselves.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I Googled and I found Franca Varesk. She goes by Frankie. And I told her the circumstances on Facebook and asked her if she'd like a free healing. She was more than delighted. So I did the healing for her. And then she messaged me and asked me if anything was coming through. I asked her if everything was all right because it was really emotional. And then I asked her if there was anything wrong with her legs because I was getting leg problems while I was in the meditation. She said that she lost, I think it was 5 people during COVID. She lost her choir and her job. So that's where the emotional part come in. And she said right before I messaged her, she had actually prayed to God for healing. So she gave me a good God blessing, and she was ecstatic that come through.
That's fantastic. So, you really do great things, on a spiritual level. But I mean, what interests me about it is on that spiritual level, you've seen cryptocurrency. And it's almost like the universe has answered that deal you made with it. And that's what I find intriguing about it. We're in a bear market. So, you said that you're not financially free yet. And I suppose not really a lot of us are here. But, it's only early days yet. Hex is only 2 years old. And we've got a bright future ahead of us. Speaking of price, I just want to take a look. Has anyone seen the Hex price pumping in the last couple of days?
It's kind of teetering around the 5 cent mark, right? It's not really, don't want to go above it very much, which is a little bit concerning. I mean, the thing is, even like I said this earlier, and this is not bearish FUD or anything like that, but even if it gets to like 8 cents, there's still so much resistance, man. I'm just not convinced that we're like there yet. We're not going to stop pumping yet. I think it's just sideways for a while. We'll range between like 3 cents and 10 cents or something for a while, like a
I
long while.
agree.
But it's
Yeah.
still, it's a good idea to fill the bags with hex.
Yeah,
It
I was
doesn't
just
matter
gonna
if
say,
if anything on that range, it will be beneficial if you don't have much, already saved. So
yeah, literally
don't
DCA in
trust
anywhere around here is so good. Like you will
whatever
not regret it.
whatever the price is right now. Hex, it's a bargain. Go for it, guys. Not
Well,
financial advice, but I will do that myself.
Richard does seem to think that Bitcoin's going to go lower. So, some people I know are sitting on the fence with Hex. Should I buy now? Should I wait? I mean, that's totally up to you. But, according to Richard, we're going to go, we could go lower with Bitcoin. And, usually when Bitcoin dumps out, the whole market basically dumps out. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. We don't know when it could happen. Bitcoin is sitting at
when decorrelation.
Yeah. Well, the whole market dipped 95%. That'd be amazing if it could all decorrelate, but I can't see it happening anytime soon. Bitcoin's at 23,816 and Ethereum's at 1,720. Hex is currently sitting at, where is it? I think it was 4.8 cents the last time I looked at it. So it's actually sliding along quite nicely. And Hex does that. Hex seems to have that sideways motion. I sort of wanted to go into who's here's going to PulseCon.
Maybe.
Hexy bastards come. Everyone's coming.
I would love to come. I'm trying to sort it out, man. But it's a little bit of a trek as you. I mean, you going over from Australia, yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm there, baby.
I can't even complain then, right?
We're all waiting for Sammy.
I am there. So yeah, it's going to be freaking amazing. Who else is coming? Bobby, you coming?
Working on it. Well, it's a very tight schedule in September, so trying to fit it in, but pushing for it, guys.
Awesome.
Want to meet all of y'all in person?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be lit. We got so much stuff happening. What about you, Will? You coming to PulseCon?
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I'd love to go to PulseCon just to see the tournament, the golf tournament.
Oh yeah, that's going to be lit. We got our own hole, Will. Us ladies, we got a hole. So we're still working a little bit on that to get more donations. Hey, Black Hexican.
Hey.
Show us the money, guys. Come on. Don't be cheap.
We have at least 2 holes working on 3. So donate, help us.
Sammy's like, what?
Show us the money. We know you have it.
We do have 2 holes technically because we have a hex hole and then we have a hex ladies hole. So if that's kind of what Redbird meant.
Not only that, it's gonna be like a master reunion of everyone. It's gonna be like PulseCon, amazing, the cabana, everything, but the golf tournament, having all this ladies of crypto, we're like the highest in crypto when you talk about ladies.
That's right.
I don't know what to put it, but it's gonna be an amazing event.
Can Black Hexican tell us really quickly why it's so important, why this tournament is the kickoff event, in the international aspect? Can you highlight that for us, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's important to know that, we did a lot of research on, has there ever been a cryptocurrency golf tournament before? And we have not been able to find anything outside of, there was one event where the PGA accepted Bitcoin for payments. So we do believe that this is the first international cryptocurrency event or golf tournament to ever happen. And what's crazy is that this isn't for Bitcoin. This isn't for Ethereum. This is for a chain that hasn't even launched yet. And we have amazing buy-in. We have amazing products, over 15 different products coming out to the event to put faces to the names, right? A lot of times in crypto gets this bad name, like, I don't know who the people are behind. It's just this profile picture, it's probably a rug pull. It's probably a scam. And PulseChain is changing the game. Like, we have literal founders and devs and marketing leads all coming out to the golf course, all to shake hands, to meet the people, and to just have a good time. I mean, it's a networking event, but don't get it twisted. It's going to be a freaking party. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. And Black Hexican, can you tell us, you're the woman of PulseCon. What else have we got going on over there? You know it all.
Yeah. So Monday is the golf tournament. That's on Labor Day. That night, you can get a private invite to a penthouse party that myself, Freddie Quotes, Dollar Cost Crypto, Korean Investor, and David Morales are throwing. The next day, you're probably going to be wrecked. So you should head on over to CZ's Wrecked Pleb Cabana Pool Party. I feel like you guys will probably be there. the poor plebs.
Hey,
so that's gonna be happening.
Endorsements in left and right, man. There's loads of people in chat saying PP as well. Just, sorry,
who doesn't love a big PP? But anyways, so then that's happening all day. That's also the first day that you can register for PulseCon. Registration starts as early as 9 a.m. Then they have something called a hackathon. Don't have a whole lot of information about what all those events include, but I'm sure you can go to the PulseCon website and find out more about that. So that's Tuesday. On Wednesday is PulseCon, right? You go, you see all the keynote speakers, you go check out the exhibit halls, and then that night you come back and hang with us and the Power City crew. We got 3 Hex Pulse Chain performers in Black Hazy Crypto, Korean Investor, Freddie Quotes, DJ Letho is back, so he will be spinning.
DJ Lethal, bring it on.
And then Crystal Method is the headlining act that night. I mean, they got some cool things going on. They got food, they got drinks, they got boxable homes coming out to where you can learn about how you can buy your, home. I'm like so thrown off now that I see that dog. I feel like I know everything about you now. I've seen like your house, your yard, your neighborhood. Like we're like family.
I totally am getting distracted by the critters too.
We got the whole inside track on this guy. You're so doxed at this point. But so yeah, on Thursday is the final night of PulseCon. It is the Zouk nightclub. If you guys know Suzanne and her beautiful bling fashion, we're gonna get a whole fashion show. Look, Lindsay's already here repping. We're gonna get a whole fashion show of her beautiful designs, followed by a club party that's closed just to the PulseCon people for a few hours before they open it up to everybody else. And that's pretty much it.
Amazing.
Oh, Naga Bo. Sorry.
Oh, is that all?
I don't know anything about Naga's party. I can't speak on that one, but if somebody else wants to speak on that one, feel free.
Does anyone know about Naga Bo's? All I know that I've looked at the event. I don't know where it's at, a secret location, but at a mansion, and costs $250 a ticket, and that includes as much food and drink, alcohol, as you can squish in your belly.
I think all my budget end when I bought the Cabana tickets. I think I have no more money, not even for the penny machine. So
we have to win on the slots. If we win on the slots, we'll go to Nugget. We're going to squish.
I have to
bingo. Bingo is
that's always a great strategy.
We're Hexicans, ladies. Wave come. Wave always comes. Time. We know all about delayed gratification.
Taught us absolutely. Really quick while we were talking about golf, like the importance of that. This will be the first hole represented by women in crypto for a golf tournament. A group of women gathering for crypto to represent Hex on the green. Like that's this is. I know I'm like excited about all of that. Like I'm so excited to get out there, network, and meet everyone. But I'm also really excited about the back end of it. I think that'll bring so many different eyes. But this is our goal, to bring more eyes onto Pulse Chain, to bring more eyes onto what KSC TV is doing with getting out there and getting involved, bringing them into Hex, educating them so that they know better and can do better. And with women representing on the golf course, Will, can you please mute your mic? Thank you so much. With women representing on the golf course, like we're trying to get more women to crypto, this is the place to start. So women out in Vegas at the time, there will be a breakfast at 9 a.m. at the Resort World before you go out. Come and head us out 9 to 10. And then the cabana party afterwards. But come and network, come chat with us about crypto, and let's have a good time too.
And
be amazing.
Lindsay, just in regards to PulseChain and getting it out there to everyone, it's amazing. You recently went to another cryptocurrency conference type thing, and you said that there were so many people that weren't aware that PulseChain is launching.
Oh yeah, I mean the conversations. I mean, some of them may have been aware that PulseChain is launching, but not willing to speak about it, which also directly speaks to our network effect and challenges we may find in communities around us. That's why getting out there in chats and discourse and Twitter spaces and listening before reacting is so important. A lot of it is, you are the face. If you have HEXICAN in your name, if you're out there talking about Hex, you're representing this token in some way. And with the network effect being so important, it's really that message and how you're bringing it across. So, no, a lot of people didn't know about it either. A lot of them had no idea that they were going to get a copy of their ERC20. And that was really exciting news to be able to share with them. There was a lot of people out there that are streaming that aren't speaking about PulseChain either. So that was kind of fun to get to meet people outside of our ecosystem and spread the word.
Yeah.
And Bobby is an entertainment business, newscaster. So what do you see, Bobby, in regards to Richard doing so many interviews more often now? Do you think it's taking off?
Of course. I mean, sorry, what? Say that one more time.
I said, do you think the promotion of Richard Hart and all his projects, including PulseChain and all the Hex, do you think that is grasping the media attention now?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you're seeing it more and more when we take our clips and we're editing things together right now. We're seeing it more on mainstream media and on major networks, and that's incredible. That's a big shift into getting new stakers. Really, that's what it's all about, the value of time. And if we're able to get more stakers on board, which we have so much in the past year, the more the merrier. Let's grow this. Let's make it big. Let's take it over.
Thank you, Bobby. And
yeah,
thank you for sharing that. That's the thing that's so key about what Black HEXICAN was saying about this being, the first potentially the first international crypto golf tournament. Like the ladies of Hex, we understand that this is unique. Like there aren't ladies of Bitcoin, guys. Like, let's be real. Like there aren't ladies of anything else. Like this community is unique. It's rare. It's a rare bird. And so it's the nature of the product. So let's be specific. The nature of Hex makes it more attractive to women. So this being the first tournament, us being able to say it's the first tournament, putting $20 towards, a sponsorship for the golf tournament, the ladies of Hex, or just Hex in general, the golf tournament is so much bang for it's as much bang for its buck as getting the NASCAR rolling in some ways. No, nothing against the NASCAR. Like you guys all know, like I was a huge fan of that. So like, I'm just saying, like, this is the first crypto tournament.
Yeah. It's a different set of eyes. It's a different set of eyes.
Yeah. And women, we're 50% of the population, guys. And this is the most amazing community of women I've ever been involved with, where we're all just so different and we all come from all over the world, literally, and we're all accepting of each other, regardless of, whether or not our kids are both, first string on the soccer team. Like this is a unique space and
total acceptance.
Right. And it's important to know that, we went looking for an event like this, right? Or just something similar. And the only article that we could find was, like I told you, about the one PGA. But what was interesting is who picked it up. I mean, it was picked up by USA Today and Golf Weekly. And we believe that if we can write the right press release, that we can get picked up. And if we're in all these different publications and we're able to get the local media to come out to see this event, what does that do for PulseChain, right? When have you ever heard of this much energy going in to support a crypto before it even launches. Like, I think that's pretty monumental.
The community is getting stronger and stronger by the day. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And if you are a Hex lady or Pulse lady out in the community that watches our show, or this is your first time, reach out to any of us. You are welcome to join on and come and meet the ladies. We want to try and include everyone, and we don't care if your kid's the head of the soccer team, as Red Burgess say. We want to meet you and we want to talk to you.
In fact, if you're the odd man out on the PTO, you are our people.
There's no one more powerful than a mom on a PTA. Okay, PTA moms, welcome. We're moms in crypto, so
no. Of course.
No. I'm just inviting them.
Totally, I agree with that too. Team of everybody else.
Moms, we want the soccer moms. We want all the moms. If you're not a mom, we want you too. If you're, if you never want to be a mom, you're our people as well.
And Davis, thanks for the $5 super chat a while back. And sorry I'm late. So in regards to Pulse Chain, I don't know if you guys know, on Twitter there is a channel called Pulse Chain News and Talk. So I was having a little bit of a look, and he's at Pulse_Chain News. He's got a lot of updates on the Pulse Chain network. So his recent update he was putting, he said, Pulse Chain updates from Richard Hart, live stream, total of 14 developers working on testnet, waiting for them to fix all errors and bugs to improve security. Pulse Chain is 10 to 40x faster than Ethereum now and burns more than 25% fees. A different team is building a new wallet for Pulse Chain, which will be similar to MetaMask. So,
I can't wait for that one.
Giddy up.
That is what's happening. So imagine having a Richard Hart wallet instead of having the fox. You see his little face in a top hat.
Oh, you want him to put like his old profile picture. It should be the old profile picture of him with the top hat on.
I don't know if it's a name. I don't know if it like this one right here.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. So also this same Twitter profile pointed out some good knowledge, and I'm going to read it because I absolutely agree with everything he says. He says, here is why Pulse Chain will be successful. 200,000 addresses sacrificed, over 1.67 billion for Pulse and PulseX, possibly the highest sacrifice ICO in crypto history. Over 100,000 members on Telegram, over 200 million Ethereum addresses and their coins will be copied over to the Pulse Chain. So, I mean, of course, that's not financial advice, but just letting you guys know that was quite interesting. And I actually agree with everything. It's got a lot going for it. And, it's going to take a bit more time. I don't think it's going to launch for a while. I mean, we can all take guesses, but my guess is that, we could still not see it till the end of the year or the new year. So I'm not waiting. I'm being quite patient. Good things take time. Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that, lady? I mean, I know you're all really excited. Does anyone know any secret knowledge or think, want to take a guess at when it'll launch? I mean, I think I'll be spewing if it does launch at PulseCon because I'm not at my computer and I can't watch it 24/7. But I don't think it's going to happen. Even though he did say he'd like to get in before ETH 2.0, but ETH 2.0, seriously, we're going to be like grandmas by the time ETH 2.0, and I'll be very surprised if it launches this year.
I just want to err on the side of caution on this because when Richard Hart did the 2-year Hex anniversary in London, we all thought that he was going to announce Pulse Chain then. Like we were really, really positive that he was just going to announce it when he did his speech, right? But he just didn't. So, don't get your hopes up for the PulseCon thing, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see it come, but I'm with you, Sammy. I think end of the year, maybe early next year or something, somewhere around then.
Well, what I think is that it's correlated with the movie. So the movie at the end of the movie, apparently the end of the movie is the Pulse Chain launch, and every movie needs a hero. So I reckon that everyone needs a hero. So they're coincided. Rich is trying to make as many people rich as possible, and he will. And so that I think it's got to be interconnected some way. It's going to be correlated.
I think the engine of this big train that is Pulse Chain, the engine is on already. Everything has to be, like you say, Sammy, correlated. We have the movie coming out. Richard is doing more interviews. He's more. He's been getting accepted by, or publicly accepted by people in the media. So that has a lot to do. This is just the beginning, right, guys? I told you that, I don't know, we were on Twitter Spaces and we were talking about what do you think the ideal media campaign will be? Well, Richard Hart is a master on anything, especially promotions and media and and everything to do with this product. And he's the one that knows most about crypto. That's my humble opinion, like Lid said.
I
But
agree. I agree, Roger.
yeah, I'm sure you guys agree. I'm sorry. I have to throw flowers to Richard and Sammy. High five, Richard. Um, he knows what he's doing. Just trust him. That's all. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And he has been doing a lot of interviews lately. More than he's done in a long time, and he's looking slimmer and he's looking great. He's shaved off his facial hair, and he put a post out saying he's not going to swear, and he's not going to swear, and I don't know,
Talk about his PP.
Wear the crazy outfits or something like that.
That's the funniest bit about it. I love that about Richard. I don't really care if he talks about.
I really miss the streams where he used to just like flip out and just be swearing over and over and over again. Like I got drew to him from that. I understand why he doesn't want to swear anymore, because he wants to appeal to like a wider audience, and that's totally acceptable. I just miss the old Richard Hart streams where he would just sit there and not even really have a plan. He would just drop knowledge on people for like 4 hours straight. Like I miss that. But,
I love that about him. I think he's a very unique individual. I appreciate his sense of humor, especially when he being so smart. It really resonates with not myself, but a lot of people. But yeah, he's an amazing guy. We got the best founder in crypto. So it would have been awesome in London to meet him, Mr. Bastard.
Oh mate, it was sick. Like the first time I met him, it was kind of during like loads of people were just queuing up for photos with him and stuff like that. But I chatted to him for a few minutes. But the time when I really got to meet him was luckily Sai from Hex Toys grabbed me, and when we went to the after party, he grabbed me and dragged me into the VIP bit, and I didn't even think anything of it. But then I was talking to Your Excellence actually, and someone tapped me on the shoulder and said they liked my shirt, and then I realized it was Richard, and I was wearing the Hex Greater Than Sex t-shirt, and and he said he liked my shirt, and I just turned to Your Excellence. I was like, yo, that was Richard. What the fuck? And then he went off, did his dancing and stuff, and then I didn't even think much of it. But then at the end of the night, I was having a cigarette outside. Like I was kind of just stood on my own actually outside this club, and he just came over and we had a chat for like 10 minutes as he was leaving. And he's a really lovely guy in person, man. He's very genuine, and you can tell he cares about people, and he's just friendly. He's just a lovely guy, man.
Yeah. But
he's not really how I expected. I thought he'd be a little bit more stiff and like not really wanting to get involved with people. But he was like, he gave me a hug and shit. Like it was awesome.
But you also, Hexibastard, you're the kind of guy that is easy to communicate with. You are the kind of guy that you can sit here and have a conversation with because you're very easy to talk with. Maybe his personality came out with you because you're that, you're that kind of guy. So you're so lucky. You were just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. No, it's
you're
amazing.
A lucky bastard.
I am a lucky bastard. You're right. I know there's a lot of you guys that have never met him. And if he never goes to the US again, like Eric Wall was saying, then you might never meet him.
Thank you. Now I'm gone. Bye. You just crushed my dreams and my hopes.
I'm sure he'll come see you one day. He's gonna one day. He's got to, man. You guys have got too much going on over there. You've got all these amazing events going on, and he's gonna randomly turn up. He won't tell you he's coming. He'll just turn up one day. Because we were saying this about the UK events that we're throwing. What would happen if Richard just turned up one day? And there's no reason why not, right? We post it all publicly. He knows where we're going to be and what time. And he could just turn up one day, and it would be epic. But it's a bit easier for him to get here than there. Though
one day we can all go over to Europe. We can have parties in Amsterdam. Hopefully, and and do a bit of travel the world, see the world, and not just America, go around the world and see Richie. If he doesn't want to go to America, that's up to him. But speaking of lucky bastards, Corey the investor actually won the trip, Black Hexagon. He is so wrapped. I did a stream with him the other day, and he's the nicest guy. He's from New York. He's a constant stream. Like every day he's doing Hex streams. Lovely young man. He's never been on a plane before, so he's like, he's so excited about going over, and he's coming to the cabana
so
party.
nervous.
yeah, he's a bit nervous too. But that's so nice that you gave, you were able to give that. That's such a nice gift, and I don't think it could have gone to a nicer person. How did he win? How did he win?
I think that things just happen the way that they're supposed to happen. It was meant for him. I called 2 names before we got to his name, gave those people a couple minutes to say something in the chat. They didn't. His name came up next, and he had been there commenting the whole chat. So I was, really happy that he won. What's even more special is that no one in his family has ever flown on a plane. And because he won this, his dad is going to come with him, and his stepmom is going to come with him. So this is like a real family adventure. Like Hex is doing more than just giving people gifts. It's like changing lives and creating real experiences for families.
That's freaking
That's amazing.
I had been in
threes for sure.
I'd been in a space. The first time I engaged with him at all was in a Twitter space, and it was about a month ago, because that just happened last week. Sorry, I'm on location. I'm losing time, in the best possible way. But there was a good conversation, and that's what I like about spaces is you get a conversation. It's conversational, so you get a good flow going. And I had no idea, and honestly, like after that interaction, I don't think it could have happened to a nicer guy. And the fact that it's happening with family and parents, like, well, obviously that resonates with me. So I'm just going to shut up now and say, can't wait to meet you guys.
Redbird, I love your thoughts and opinions and about things. So don't shut up.
No, I mean, you guys, you've heard me. You've been in DMs with me. You know I can go on, so it's good.
For it, so go.
We all do it. So yeah, that was really good that Corey could win, and yeah, he's so excited. And even Wild SJ's in the chat saying Corey's lovely Hexican. Like there's so many lovely Hexicans. And SJ Wild, you should jump on. You should jump on and see us.
You know what? I want to talk about SJ. Big news. Richard's book, 15 Ways to Fix the World. It just came out like 2 days ago. It is so amazing, guys. SJ, kudos.
Hey, SJ.
Come on, let's applaud. Very good job. It is amazing, guys. What a gift to all of us, not only to Hexicans, but to the world. So congratulations. Go check it out. SJ has it on her Twitter space and Twitter page and in her channel. It's amazing. So
I gotta give SJ a shout out as well, because she just also, bless her heart, man, she's so busy, but she did an audiobook for the Plebifesto, which is our like PP white paper essentially, and it's amazing. Wow. It's amazing.
Wow.
Like having it's for those who can't read, it's we're plebs and all that shit. So
she's the official voice of Hex.
But I saw that, and I didn't know what it was until you came on tonight. So now I'll go listen to it. And SJ has the best voice in crypto.
Obviously, she's amazing. And you know what? She did it so quick. She did it so quickly. I messaged her just like out of interest. Hey, would you be interested in doing this? And then basically the next message back from her was like a completed version of it. I'm just like, damn, you're so good.
Wow.
So well done. SJ, you're a beautiful, beautiful human being. I love you, man.
Oh, that's just beautiful. And you're welcome anytime to join us, SJ. I know you're always hanging around. You are a busy lady. And we should put your link, if you want to put your link in chat so everyone can find your Twitter who don't already know you, and then they can go and find your awesome books, which is just another great Hexican doing awesome thing for Hex, and Pulse Shane and PulseX. So what else has been happening in the community? Did you guys want to share anything?
Trying to get everybody hydrated this summer. Vibra is sponsoring and hosting a 21-day hydration challenge. And the goal of it is for you to encourage you to drink more water, because the more water you drink, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the better decision making you have. And when PulseCon launches, you want to be well hydrated so that those neurons are functioning in their correct patterns. You're making solid decisions. It gives you something to do in the bear market. It gives you a connection with community outside of toxicity. And if you do happen to come across toxicity on Twitter, you'll be drinking enough water to flush it out of your system. So it's really a win-win just for you. We'll be dropping like random prizes for participation. I'll post the link in comments. The interaction will take place through a Twitter message. And if you don't have Twitter, then please message me through Instagram, or you can email me. You can find all my links in our profile at Vibra Finance. So please come and join us, hydrate, show off your pictures. Please share recipes. I'll be throwing out like some tips for hydrating after PulseCon, and be ready for all that.
Before and after alcohol, right? We can hydrate with alcohol too, right?
Absolutely. I have some recipes for tips for sleep. I want to hear about all the things that you're doing to prep for PulseCon for your health, wealth, and self. So come join us at Vibra Finance. I'll post the link in chat. Thanks very much.
Can I ask a question?
I just
What's the most?
realized my wine is empty, so apparently I need to go off camera for a bit and
Yeah.
refill that. 'Cause the gumbo's done, at least.
Hey,
And
Sammy.
that's oyster
I
sugar,
don't
water,
think
epic.
Jack is coming back, and I would
was
love to see Expensive Taste's face. Can we take Jack down and then like?
Sorry, what do you
Maybe.
want to do?
So I don't think Jack is coming back.
She's being. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but you've got the Hispa Hex logo.
I don't know how to get it off.
Lindsay, can I ask
Jack,
you a
can you
question?
hear?
Anything. What's up?
You mentioned about like hydrating alcohol. Can you please give me a recommendation?
After alcohol?
No, during.
Oh, every other drink. Every other drink.
Oh,
And-
like water between drinks. Okay.
yeah, and I drink if I'm going to do that. Oh, sorry. If I'm gonna partake in the festivities of spirits, so to speak, I like to enjoy it with a little bit of water and lemon. Lemon's an excellent source of potassium. Excuse me, sorry.
You're all right.
So
Mom, I'm on stream. Gosh.
so drink, then drink water, then eat banana, then continue to drink.
I mean, if you're hungry, sure, you throw a banana, and that would not hurt by any means. Having a source of good raw food in your stomach is an excellent idea. Thank you.
Could you imagine rocking up to a nightclub with like a banana in your pocket?
I've seen stranger things. I used to work corrections, so I've seen stranger things in people's pockets for sure.
Why
I
not?
believe you.
Yeah.
Why not?
But yeah, that's an absolutely. When you're at a club and you're on a budget, if you're not living your crazy life and you're DCAing and like you should be responsibly.
I can't wait to see someone trying to get into a club with a banana in their pockets.
Oh well, I mean, hey, listen, the stranger things have happened in Vegas, I'm sure.
Oh Lord.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Come and join us. Cheers. Chin chin.
Did you guys all see that Hex merch is playing the Mega Millions? And if they win, they're gonna buy Hex. Well, they I don't know where Jack is. Jack just disappeared.
Fucking degens, man.
If they win, they're gonna buy.
Is Will
Hex.
gonna tell us the lottery numbers or what?
No, they're using hex numbers. So
No, is Will gonna tell us the winning numbers?
Oh,
Yeah,
Will,
Come on, Will.
we look to you, good sir.
I did that in the past. I played Pro Line once. I meditated four for four, including 2 ties. So I got excited. So then I thought I'd up it a little bit and play the pick 4 numbers. So I meditated again. I had them all right except for the first one, but the universe let me know that that's not the way it's going to be. It's going to come, but it's not going to come that way. So yeah, I left it at that.
It was worth a shot.
But I'd like to say
Go ahead.
is I knew I was going to be on here for a bit, so I was hoping something would come through. Nothing came through, except a week ago. I wasn't even thinking about discourse. I was just thinking about Hex all-time high. Then all of a sudden, my whole body lit up. All the hairs of my arms, legs, everywhere stood on end. And the song, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, started playing in my head. I showed Kaylee the song today, and the exact same thing happened. Every single time it got to the chorus.
God.
Yeah, you can't see now, but it's actually, the hairs are standing.
Wow, that is so cool, Will. So what would you make of that? Like
So,
basically
so that's not
Channel.
financial advice, but that's spiritual advice.
that's spiritual demand.
About
That's,
it.
that's
It's not
really
financial advice, it's spiritual advice. That's sick.
Exactly.
I just dropped off, but I know she wanted you guys to know that if you retweet that post on Hex Merch and they win, then you get a portion of the winnings. So go to Twitter, go to Hex Merch, retweet that post so that we can get, all that money.
yeah.
What if we don't want to share it with that many people? Just kidding.
I mean, could you imagine though if those numbers came up? I mean, he's got like 5 in the quick pick. He's got 55,
Yeah, that
5,
would be
369, like crazy Hexican numbers.
Yeah, yeah. And hey William Ring, thank you for the $10 super chat. It is appreciated. The lovely ladies Hex for the win, and they definitely are lovely ladies and all doing amazing things at the moment for Hex. Busy, busy, busy.
Tell Kinetics I'm coming to collect.
Yeah, you should. It's about time.
Send it to the tournament. Send it to the ladies' golf hole.
Yeah. What's the Cash App address? Let me put it in the YouTube chat.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I did post it earlier. Which one do you want me to
Give me
post?
the Hex Ladies Cash App. You want to put it in the chat? So yeah, we are still seeking donations. So if you do want to do something from the Hex Ladies, we've seen you already do a couple of super chats this morning. No donation is too small, and thank you so much. Every little bit helps. So yeah, well that's really cool, Will. You ain't seen nothing yet. That just makes me feel more bullish on about not just the future of crypto, but the future of the Richard Hart ecosystem and Hex and Pulse. And Pulse.
Every translucent flash I have, it's 100% accurate, 100%. So with me, there was no doubt. And that's the whole thing about I got into Hex at Big Payday, but I was living in a tent, so you can imagine I couldn't get that much into it at that time. But the way it worked with Pulse Chain, it was like ebb and flow. Just everything was working. I invested into it, so I know Pulse Chain and PulseX. I know, and it doesn't even take a psychic to know. You can just see what's going on. Everybody knows. Everybody.
Absolutely. We're really lucky to be in the position we're in. We're in the right place, And thank you so much, Hex19 and Hex Mum, for your $20 donation super chat. That's awesome. Always appreciate it.
I love his picture.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
head
cute.
out and go hang out with these two amazing individuals. The gumbo's cooked, the oyster shooters are flowing, and
Nice.
I'm on location. So I love you, ladies.
All
so
right, love
much.
you, Redbird.
Joining, Redbird. Good to see you. You look awesome too. Enjoy your time with your family.
Oh gosh, thank you.
soon.
See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm
Yeah.
also going to hop out, ladies and
No
gentlemen.
worries.
It's been beautiful. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks
If
for
anyone is
coming.
interested in that project, it's poorpleb.win. I'll post a quick link in the chat now. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
So
Thank
awesome.
you.
Nice to meet you. Don't forget your banana.
Yeah, I'll always bring it. If I come Vegas, I'll have a banana in my pocket, and it might not be my pee-pee. But yeah. Take care, girls.
Awesome.
See you in a bit.
Come Vegas. See you soon.
I'll try. See you.
Awesome. Oh, it's always good to see, different people doing different things in the community, jumping on and saying hello with the ladies. Always good to meet new people. And that's what I love about this community. I've met so many people.
Do y'all want to talk about the spaces we're doing tomorrow?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about it, but I just don't want us to forget to talk about it.
Expensive
I
taste.
just queued it up for you guys.
I watch you guys all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know
I feel
anything.
so wrecked on this stream. I could not keep my face together.
This is one of my
I
few
just
streams I'm
saw
sober.
Will's foot or
Oh my God.
something, and I just keep
Like,
losing my mind.
So 10 a.m. we are hopping on Twitter and we are taking Twitter by storm. It is a female-led panel of crypto enthusiasts from all walks of life. We have newbies, we have pros, we have everyone in between. And the goal is to talk crypto, have some coffee, chit chat, come and join us. There's usually CZ does a bang up job of getting people into that space, but it's usually male dominated. And this is a special 10 a.m. session for the ladies to hop on. Don't be shy, grab a microphone. There is nothing that you can say that is wrong. There is nothing that you can say that sounds silly. There's no question you can ask that sounds dumb. I've already done it. So
I think you can say that's wilder than what CZ's going to say anyway.
Right,
Amen.
right. So when you say 10 a.m., just for clarity, that's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast or somewhere else, it's much earlier. But it is Crypto and Chill in the Morning. CZ is our host. Myself and Crypto Stacy B are the co-hosts. And we've invited people from all over crypto. There's actually another group of ladies, probably not as big of a group, or I don't want to judge, but another group of ladies in a crypto community that we've reached to. I want to say they're called like Shib Nobi or something like that. I know a few of them are going to be with us. I know some ladies from some NFT spaces that are going to be with us. And it, like Lindsay said, it really is an open forum just to discuss like our role in crypto, how it's grown so much, what projects the different ladies are in, and what about those projects have brought you and kept you in this space.
Fantastic. And it's really interesting that there are, more women getting into crypto, and we do have one of the biggest communities in crypto. So it'd be good to collaborate with them, and they might be really interested in what we've got going, and education is key. So that sounds like it's going to be really interesting. I can't make it, sorry, because that's my overnight. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be entertaining. With CZ in the room, it's usually entertaining anyway. So sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm actually really excited to ask the ladies in the space, and definitely the ladies on the stream right now, what they think about the difference in our marketing approach for the golf. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if you really got behind, like, where did you stand on that? Were you like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm all for this. Like, I'm on the sex sells. Or were you on the...
I'm on the sex sells. And it worked. That's the proof.
Like there's two sides of that.
You know what? We're here doing something for the community. If anyone has any other different approach or ideas and things, we're here to support you. So if you have a different idea, reach out to us and we'll support you. I think it was wonderful. Sex sells,
Bobby,
guys.
Yeah, I agree, Georgia. So Bobby and Will, just to let you know, we did a huge promotion for our golf tournament. Our audience is obviously a lot of males, so we did some sexy pictures with Hex and Pulse on sexy lady golfers, and we did have a little bit of other ladies in the community saying, maybe you should market this different. So then we did another round, and we did a little bit more tamer post. But the thing is, the first time round when we did the sexy lady post, we managed to raise a lot of money on that particular time. The second time round, I think we raised $30. So it just goes to show. I mean, we aimed towards a certain market. We knew what we were looking for, knew what we were doing, and it worked. But then, we as Georgia said, we're willing to take other ideas on board. But it just seemed to work at this time. Any other ladies have a stance on that they want to discuss today?
Yeah, for me, it was just about visibility. If you guys know Twitter and how these algorithms work, that if from the moment you post it, If you're not getting likes and retweets, then you just get buried somewhere and the majority of your followers don't even see it, right?
Yeah.
And so when we have that shock factor, whether good or bad, whether it's the guys like, oh, that's dope that women are posting this, or the women that are like, can you take a different method? Either way, we're getting engagement. And what we needed at that point was engagement for awareness, right? Because it was going to get somebody's attention and somebody was going to send that money. I've been in nonprofit for over 15 years. And regardless of, what it is that you're fundraising for, there has to be either an emotional appeal or, some type of factor that makes people want to give, right? And for a golf tournament, if we just take that professional approach and we just say that this is what it is, yeah, they may like it. They may think that it's a great idea, but will it make them reach in their pockets to do it? No, but for whatever reason, when you tell men that you'll wash their balls at your hole and, if your shaft gets dirty, we'll shine it, then that was something that spoke to them in a way that said, oh yeah, these girls are working hard for this. Let me throw $100. Let me throw $300. Right? Where the more tamed down approach was just more like, oh, good job, ladies. You guys are doing a great job representing the community. And that's important, but that's not what we needed at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to cut in here, and I know we've already gone through this. Bobby H, you've got a little bit of a fan in the chat here. Johnny Chaotic Creations, which is Johnny. Johnny he's put a question. I think we've already discussed with this, but you know what? I want to hear more from you anyway, Bobby, because I love your show. So he says, ask Bobby what gave her the inspiration of her news format show. So Bobby has already gone through it, but if you just want to explain to Johnny, because you really need to know.
Yeah, that's fine. So there's so much information that's on Twitter, and it can be lost, as we were just discussing. So many things can get lost here and there. And we wanted to truncate it into short 5-minute videos so that it could be easily dispensable and keep spreading the word of what Hex is. That's what it's all about.
Awesome. And Bobby, just in regards to what we were talking about, saying sex sells, and obviously your show, it's humorous, it's professional, and you always look great, and very professional. What do you think, in regards to what we did, doing a Twitter storm with the sexy pictures? Do you think sex sells? Do you think the market, being mostly men, do you think it'd be a good way to advertise, or what are your thoughts on that?
Of course, sex sells. I mean, it's worked time and time again. And, if we're keeping it simple and we're pulling simplicity here, just keep at it. I mean, if it's working, why change it? In a lot of ways, I don't think we have to have an or. We can be an and in this environment. We can have both. We can be inclusive of it, but also we can celebrate ourselves. I mean, we all have curves. Let's just celebrate them. It's all right. And if it's getting us a couple more tickets and selling a little bit more money, I mean, come on, here we are. It's the end goal in mind. It's the vision. It's the vision we're going for.
That's right. And no one that has participated in that marketing effort or that aspect of the marketing effort said like, this is the only post we're going to do. This is what you have to put out there. There's been a choice. So nobody's been held against their will for social media
collaboration.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about getting cross-chain community effort and like attention to it. So thanks for all of your efforts, ladies of all vast resources. It's been amazing. The efforts like in this chat, it's getting women like Bobby onto the show. Like, I want to hear more from you. Sorry.
And Johnny says his wife saw the advertisement and he's not allowed to go to the golf tournament.
He wasn't coming anyway. He's never leaving his paradise he has.
He's a
exactly. But there's a really, really important thing. This is like a really big question, most important question about PulseCon, and what is everyone wearing? I wish Crypto Stylist was here, but she's really busy at the moment. It's hard for her to get here. And Crypto Stylists always say wear what feels comfortable, and I agree. But she's also given her tips. make sure whatever you wear is ironed and looks
Mhm.
neat, clean. But I'd love to hear because I've got so many different things. What's everyone wearing?
And she said something in last stream. She goes, bring a nice pair of jeans. You always have to have a pair of jeans, like the perfect jeans in your luggage. Because that was one of the things that I was worried. So many events. Am I gonna bring a big luggage full of clothing? No, I need to think very, very careful on what to wear and how to adapt, something that I probably worn during the day to something a little bit in the afternoon or night. So I think accessories is something I'm gonna look into it.
Shawls are your friend, especially in the desert.
That's true. And a nice jacket. I will have a nice black jacket that will go with everything.
Yeah, you would think that it's like way too hot in Vegas for a jacket, but the hotels are so freaking cold that you kind of do need to dress for like summer and winter all in one.
Really? Well, I'm glad you shared that because I was expecting to go to the desert and bring one jumper.
You know what, Sammy?
Gonna
Don't
be
worry.
focused
We'll
on
take you to the
the
outlets. Like 30 minutes away from Vegas, there's outlets. We take you there shopping just in case.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll bring something warm anyway. So, we've got, what about, penthouse party? What would it be? Cocktail wear? What are you ladies wearing?
Again, wear what's comfortable. There's women in jeans. There was women in black dresses. There was all whatever you were comfortable. And somebody showed up in a cocktail dress. They look fantastic. So
Yeah.
whatever you're comfy in.
I like to wear tennis shoes. I saw someone barefoot. So, whatever floats your boat.
I'm 5'10", so I will not be wearing heels.
You're
And
5'10"?
I'll probably be drunk from golf, so this is what I show up in.
Expensive tape.
I didn't realize you were that tall.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm tall.
Midget.
Yeah, right. You look, with that mic, you look small with that mic up so big.
Yeah, it's just my setup. I have a really big screen and a little shitty webcam that I just sit on the top.
You make it work. You make it work.
Yeah.
Great.
And what about DJ Lethal's party? Like, if you're going to party with rock stars, come on, are you going to dress like a rock star?
You're going to dress how you can afford to dress, and you're going to wear what's comfortable and what feels good and looks good on you so that you can feel your best self. So you're not tugging on your shirt, fixing your bra. No, wear what's comfortable. Wear comfortable shoes. Bring a pair of flip-flops or sandals, whatever you like to call them. Put them in a purse or backpack. You can't carry big purses into the club, but you might be able to carry a pair of slides in or something. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will
your
say
thing.
this, though, we got the parties and all that, but in the daytime, you got to have your Hex and your Pulse swag. You got to wear your merch because we'll be in huge numbers. And when people see us, traveling around the hotels and all that in our stuff, they have so many questions. That was the coolest thing about Vegas was going into random hotels and seeing Hex shirts. Oh, there's my people.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
So bring your merch. And Hex merch will be out there just in case you don't have enough merch. You can buy merch on the spot.
Merch.
Now, Black Casey, is Freddie Quotes shooting his video, the golf tournament?
He is. It is a remix of my husband's song. So it is him and Freddie. And I just did a stream today with Hexotic Rentals. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but it is a day one Hexican that rents out supercars. And he's coming up with 5 of his friends and some badass cars. So they're going to be there for the video shoot. Power City is shooting a dock. So they got a drone that flies over the golf course. It's going to be pretty sick.
Wow.
Amazing.
So, Black Hexican, golf's going to be really hot. We're going to be in t-shirts, skirts, and shoes. So we're going to have visors. I'm just thinking sunstrokes. I know here, if I'm out in the sun, I don't drink water, don't wear a hat, I'll KO by 6 o'clock. And I don't know what the sun's like there, but so will we have shelter, or will we be walking on the green all over the joint?
So at the sponsored holes, it is up to the sponsor to decide if they want to have a tent or not and provide that. a lot of them, I'm sure, will have nice canopies out there because they have table and chairs and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's a party. Like, I know that people are gonna have water guns out there. Maybe there's like a wet t-shirt contest. I don't know. Stay hydrated, stay cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, it's going to be a long day from 1:30. What time does it finish? 1:30 to...
A round of 18 can be like 3 to 4 hours. So I would expect the event to end around 6:30 or 7.
All right, cool. Oh, Will, are you taking off?
No, I was just saying 5 hours. That's the average time, but when there's drinking involved, it's probably about 6.5.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, well, it's going to be a big day. And then
Not
we'll
on
go...
Black Hexicans time. She'll whip them through that course. You better move. We got things to do. And we're not going to have t-shirts if we don't have donations and stuff. Guys, we're not, I mean, and don't even think about it. We're not going to come t-shirtless. That's not an incentive. I mean, like, we really need like good quality golf clothes. We're out there representing Hex, Pulse Chain, women in crypto. Like, please help us have something comfortable to wear so that we can rock that up and down the strip too. Thanks.
Yeah,
Maybe I should put a little something together, little clippy clip of something to wear at PulseCon.
That would be great. That would be a great idea.
That sounds awesome.
Like fashion segment.
Yes,
Put out a Hex fashion segment.
Sounds great. I'm in.
Awesome.
We have a designer amongst our lady group. We'll connect you with her for sure.
Crypto stylist.
Her too, and Suzanne's art. She's the one who made this hand pinned.
Oh, lovely.
She's doing a whole fashion show at the zoo.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome. So, is there anything else anyone wants to discuss? Will, if you want to, touch more on your 10 points of spiritual enlightenment to being rich AF, anyone else?
Well, everybody on your panel, it's like I'm offering free Reiki to you, so one-on-one. So
I have a question. That came out of the chat, Will. Do you do remote Reiki or healing? Do you do remote? Can they reach out to you and, do a remote that we're far away?
Can you say that again? Sorry, I was cutting out a bit.
I said, do you do remote healing? Like if someone cannot be there with you, do you do remote?
Yeah, that's all I've done. Like if you send me a picture of where you are, and I'll send you a picture of where I am, and just like a piece of paper folded, two ends meet, it's just like that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, anybody, and the same with, I can't remember who brought it up when Kaylee was on the show about the group healing. So anybody on that panel as well, I'll do one-on-one. So I'll have to spread it out because there's going to be a few people, but yeah.
Awesome. Will,
to help give back.
And where can we find you, Will? There's been a couple of people ask about you. I know I found you on Facebook. Where can we find you if we want to, get in touch with you?
I just be Facebook. I'm not too social. As of
Sorry.
yet.
I don't know if you got your thumb on your microphone again, but it's just you're a little bit soft, a bit muffled.
Okay, is that better?
A lot better.
Yeah, I'm not too big on social media. I have Facebook, so I'm on that. I'd rather not give my full name, but yeah, you can find me through Sammy if you ask, or yeah. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and we'll connect.
Absolutely. Yeah, hit me up anytime and I'll give you Will's info. As I said, no questions too silly. If you want to come on the show, hit me up. We are running, we're about half an hour short, but, in case RG3 wants to come here and kick me off, we might as well just go around and shill our stuff and go and do, what we need to do for the day.
Perfect.
So
I guess I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've never shilled, but in the future I will be shilling because my family's gonna create Third Eye Movement. Kaylee was talking a little bit about it. It's all about sending gratitude energy up, and with enough people, it's really going to transform the world, like literally. So yeah, look for that. But it's not the numbers that come to me are 25 and 27. So I'm pretty sure it's not till 2025 through to 2027 is what I'm taking it as. So I'm just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. And to promote the channel and give away promote the channel plus giveaway, we have 10 million PLS allocated towards that.
Oh wow,
That's also part is like the Pulse Promise with Matt with Crypto Heartbeat. So I usually when I onboard people, I usually just use two people. It's Matt with Crypto Heartbeat and Lit with My Life is Awesome.
Oh, he's such a character, Lit.
I love Lit. He just came out with a segment. Watch it, guys. It's very beautiful. It's called the Dandelion something. I can't remember the title, but he talks about how we Hexicans are like dandelions, the flower. You know, when you blow and it spreads. So that's it is an amazing, beautiful segment. So take a look at it if you want to feel positive about what you're doing. Reinforce your feelings about you spreading the word of Hex and Richard Hart.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Lit is certainly full of energy. He's just so robust and loud and out there. He's hilarious. I love all of his stuff. He just recently come back from streaming. And what is he on YouTube at My Life is Awesome?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So, well, thanks for that, Will. Yeah, let us definitely know. I think it's we got a competition happening. Plus, you're more on the spiritual side of this journey, and we'd love to share your stuff. So even if you want to send me anything, and I'll put it out there on the show, get the word out. I'm happy to do that. What about you? Who's next? Black Hexican, you want to go next? Shill your shit.
Sure, tons of shilling. So first, if you guys could show my husband some love on his YouTube channel, Black Casey Crypto. He just did his latest song was TYRH. It's probably my favorite song that he's made. Like I really love that one. So go give that one a listen. As for me, you guys know that I work with KSB TV. So if you guys could come over to our YouTube channel and give us a subscribe. Big shout out to Bobby. When I love your show, and my husband, and I had started talking about how on KSB can we keep the community more informed with what we're doing. And so we kind of, started doing a daily news, in and of ourselves. And I love it. I love the idea of just constantly talking about and promoting what's going on in the community. So big shout out to you. Your work is way more professional than ours. So I love that.
It's all a team effort. Don't worry.
I love that. And there, like I said, it's never enough content, that can come out. So I encourage everybody to, do whatever makes them happy. And then the last thing would be just to see you guys in spaces, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow morning.
Awesome. And Black Hexican, do you want to put in Casey's YouTube channel in the chat? So if anyone wants to go and follow, and that new video is just awesome. Love the new video. Beautiful song.
Yep, I'll put it in there again. Thank you.
Bobby H, you want to go?
Howdy.
Next?
Sure thing. I personally am shilling, of course, some more engagement via the YouTube channel. The more that is spread, the better. Maybe emerging into the TikTok space soon. We'll see. Doing a little bit of research on it before actually diving all the way in. And, a little price pump every once in a while. Come on now.
Awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Bobby. It's lovely to have you. I also love your show. and love to see you on TikTok. I love TikTok too. You go on TikTok much?
Do I personally go on TikTok?
Yeah.
I've tried to avoid the beast so far, to be quite frank, but short little videos in that forum is really popular and has a lot of engagement. So I think that's a part of the package deal that'll be coming soon.
That'd be awesome. Love to see you on TikTok. I'm addicted to TikTok. I love it. I sit on it all day and night. But yeah, even little shots. I think they work the best. Short but sweet messages. And there's so many Hexicans on there as well. So would love to see you. And thank you so much. And you're welcome anytime if you just want to come and hang out.
Awesome.
And
Thanks,
chat with us. Welcome anytime. We're not obviously as professional as you are, but we love to talk shit and talk.
Great to emerge in any space where it's available. I love it. Thanks, guys.
That's it. Georgia.
I am going to continue reaching out to other women in the crypto community. I think something is very important going on right now, which is the ladies of crypto, not only Hex, but other crypto are coming together, and we're all reaching out and trying to help each other to promote, crypto. So I am doing that. My thing is Twitter Space. I love doing Twitter Space. We have many things going on. We have Coffee and Crypto in the morning. We have ZZ Hexing has their new YouTube channel show, which is, I'm excited. She had the first one. I'm looking forward for the second one, and just keeping promoting Hex, and obviously Richard Hart fan club. I'm all about Richard Hart. So Richard, anything you do, I'm here for you.
I love it. That's so gorgeous, Georgia. And thanks for coming on. It's always good to see you and your ongoing support for our channel. And you're always lovely to speak to. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Sammy, for having me here. Thank you, RG3, for having this space for the ladies.
Expensive Taste. What's going on?
Yes, thanks for having me. I don't have any channels to shill. Obviously, I'm Expensive Taste on Twitter. I'm just really looking forward to PulseCon, seeing all you guys. I feel like y'all are my best friends, and we finally get to hang out together. So I'm super looking forward to that. Obviously, just going to continue efforts trying to recruit more ladies into crypto and doing the spaces tomorrow, more donors for the golf thing. Anything I can do to contribute that way. Bobby, it was a pleasure meeting you. I was so excited when I found out you were coming on. I've admired what you've been doing for a while. So class act,
I admire
really
all of
love
y'all.
it. I was really excited to meet you. Will, thank you so much for your contributions. I really hope that your forecast of Hex is correct. And I know we're all excited about that. But other than that, thanks again for a great show to you and Discourse. And yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. And Lindsay.
Thanks so much for having me on tonight, Sammy. Ladies, it's always a pleasure to get to chat with you all. Will, thank you so much for sharing all of your energy with the community. I think you'll bring so much good to this world. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you produce. Bobby, I'm so excited that you're on tonight. I could not wait to connect with you, and I want to hear more sometimes. Will you please come and join me on Vibra live stream? That's our YouTube channel. I would love to hear more about how you got started, where you're going. You dropped a juicy little gem that you're like evolving into things. I want to know more. So come and chat with us, please. Everybody, come and join us for the Vibra Water Challenge. It's raise your vibration. It's about pulling your head out of the bear market, not focusing on Pulse Chain will watch, but focusing on yourself in a way that's beneficial to you. Come snatch up some good prizes for participation. Come meet the rest of your community. We're active in the Twitter messages. So please, there's a link that'll pop up in comments, and just DM me. I'll add you to the group and it's open too. So please feel free to invite your friends and hydrate together. A rising tide fills all boats, so to speak.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us, Hexie and Lindsay and Expensive Taste. As always, your commitment to our channel and Black Hexican every week has been like clockwork. So it's been amazing. Really appreciate it. And your ongoing support. Thank you so much, chat. I see you all there. I can see you, Hexar, and you're going to come on the show. And so do you, SJ Welch. Haven't been on here yet. Want to meet you both. And thank you to everyone else. Thank you for your commitment of watching. We love you guys. And Serena Alonzi, We'll hopefully be back because her internet's broken. She's moving into a new house, but she's getting that fixed. So next month will be the last Friday of next month will be on, and that will be just 1 week before PulseCon, or 1.5 weeks before PulseCon. So it's going to be an exciting show.
Epic.
Yeah. So thank you all so much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Twitter Spaces tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Twitter Spaces tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Don't forget the spaces. Don't forget your donations. Take care.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.
Five, four, three, two, one.